Hey gang, welcome back to Dwight's Famous Campground Reviews. Today we're at Davis Bayou area at the Gulf Island National Seashore. It's a very, very cool campground and we're going to go take a peek at it. Alright, so come on along. Alright gang, we're back in the old Colorado. We're just going to take a little ride down the entrance road, which comes off of US 90 here in Ocean Springs. And as a side note, Ocean Springs has tons of things to see. The cute little downtown, close to Biloxi and Gulfport, lots and lots of cool stuff to do. But today's talk is about the campground. So it's about a mile and a half road into the campground called Park Road. Goes over a couple other roads. So we're just going to take a nice easy ride down the road. I won't bore you with the whole road, but wanted to show you all the cool trees and everything that's here. So it's a very popular campground, and we've read some other reviews on it. I want to point out a few things to you guys. Maybe dispel some rumor that's out there on as far as what people have put up as far as their reviews of the campground. Sharon and I think it's a pretty cool campground, so we'll show you some things. And here at Davis Bayou Campground, there's a visitor center for Gulf Islands National Park, National Seashore, excuse me. There's a visitor center, there's a boat ramp, fishing pier, besides the campground, large areas where you can have large groups of people having picnics and stuff. So there's it's a pretty cool place. So Sharon and I do appreciate you coming along on these campground reviews. We love showing you guys these things. So on our travels, anytime I find a really nice, cool one, I want to make sure you guys know about it. So we appreciate you liking and subscribing to our videos, and we appreciate showing them to you. So I hope you're enjoying this. All right, coming up here on our right is Robert McGee Road. That's the road that leads right to the campground, but we're going to go past it for now and head to the visitor center here at Gulf Island National Seashore. Now, this is the second visitor center involved in the National Seashore. The other one is in Pensacola, because the island stretch, and I'll show you that in a little bit, the island stretch all the way from Pensacola to the Mississippi area here. So it's kind of cool. It's an interesting type of park. But as we're heading to the visitor center, you can start seeing all that cool, look at this cool scenery right here. That's the part of the bayou right there, huh? Very nice. You'll see more of it when we get to the visitor center. Okay. All right, as we parked here, that's the entrance road. We came into the visitor center, and like I said, there's law enforcement presence. There's a gentleman sitting right there. We're coming up to the visitor center right over here. And when I was deciding to do this review, it's like what do I do? It's a combo platter, because you got a great campground, but you also, the Gulf Islands National Seashore, this is all part of it with the visitor center and so on. So you're gonna get kind of bonus footage, right? So this is really kind of cool. But I do want to show you Gulf Islands National Seashore and where it's at. So I'm walking up to the sign now. Let me turn you around, sorry about that. But you can see Gulf Islands National Seashore goes from the Pensacola area. That's what the green is right there. Perdido Key, Fort Pickens. They also have a visitor center over there. Then you come over here, you skip Alabama, then you come over to where we are right now at Davis Bayou, right there, and the islands: Horn Island, West Pitot de Beauce, hope I'm saying that right, sorry. Ship Island, with Sharon and I went over to a cruise the other day at Fort Massachusetts. Very cool. So this that's the visitor center over there. So let's go take a peek at that. So as you can see so far, why we like this park. This is pretty cool. And like I said, it's near Ocean Springs. You get lots of cool stuff, cool little downtown, lots of restaurants, things to do. Like I said, Gulfport, Biloxi, all near it. So let's go and take a look at this visitor center. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, this is the visitor center here at the Gulf Islands National Seashore, Davis Bayou Campground. So pretty cool. You get a little combo, like I said. So you get all this cool federal park going on, and you also get some history and culture and lots of things. As we get closer to the water, we got picnic tables, barbecue, the charcoal barbecue pits. Not pits, but stands, I guess you call them. So if you want to come out, even if you live local, you just want to come out for the afternoon, this would be a pretty cool place. And I'll show you in the campground how you can do that as well. So pretty nice view of the bayou right here. And you know what a bayou is? A little trivia. It's where salt and freshwater come together and create their own ecosystem. So pretty cool. And you can see the Biloxi hotels and casinos over there. We're not too far All right, from the picnic area, which is just right over there, to the fishing pier. Look at this, huh? All of this if you camp here at Davis Bayou. That's where all the National Park Service boats are. They use those boats, like I said, because they got all the islands out there they had to patrol and they're in charge of. Well, look at that, huh? Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. What are you guys waiting for? Get your campers ready. Come on out. Bring the fishing pole. Bring the kayak. Bring your motorboat. And before I leave the visitor center area, I'm going to get my book, our passport book stamped, and I'm going to buy myself a magnet. I love magnets. Well, you probably wonder why it took me so long to get back with you. Pat, one of the volunteers in there, him and I were hanging out chatting. What a great guy. He was a wealth of information on this coastal area. So always when you're at a visitor center, always stop at them. They're full of cool information. But chat with the rangers, chat with the volunteers. They are a wealth of information. He gave me all the cool restaurants he likes around the area, some of the sights to see. You know, we're leaving in a couple of days, but very cool. So let's finish this tour of the campground and park. Hey, while we're on our way to the boat ramp, one of the things Pat did tell me at the visitor center is that, of course, this is a free park. It's a national park, but it's free. So that's always a bonus, right? You don't have to pay to get in, you don't have to pay to park, unless you're going to do the campground stuff. Of course, that's separate. But the actual park itself is free. So if you got a boat, you want to put it in the water, no charge. You want to come hang out and have a little picnic by the water, no charge. Pretty cool for a national park. So let's check out this boat ramp. All right, we made it to the boat ramp, and this is where you really get a great view of the bayou here. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and park. There's our boat ramps, and a boat idling in the water warming up now. And again, all the bayou area. And then you can make your way right out to the Mississippi Sound and the Gulf of Mexico from here, it looks like. So pretty dang cool, guys. And there's a whole sitting area up there to my left. So pretty nice. All right, that's the road we just came out of for the boat ramp. And this is a massive open area here at the campground at Davis Bayou for picnicking, group gatherings, that sort of thing. Got a big area there. Got a couple on the other side over there. You got restrooms. So, and this is free, you know, pretty cool. All right, gang, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this campground review here. Let's get in there. So we're going to actually do a little walking around is what we're going to do. If we take a right here at the stop sign, we'll just go down to another access point for that large picnic area there. So we're going to do a quick drive around, let you guys kind of get a feel for the campground, and then we're going to walk and let you look at a couple of campsites individually, okay? And there's 52 of them here. Speed limit's 5 miles an hour. I'm not sure I can actually go that slow, so we're down about 8 miles an hour. So lots of trees, good clean restrooms and shower areas. Sites are newly paved or recently paved, but we're going to go over those because there are some things you probably want to know about them. There's a bathhouse we're passing on our left. We got a loop that goes down into the real thick treed area. That's where Sharon and I are camping. We'll show you that in a minute as we walk a little bit, but we'll just make a quick loop and you guys can see. Right now we're passing site 25, 26, 27, that sort of thing. 26 is handicap accessible. It's a little wider, it's got more asphalt, so that's cool. 31 is handicap accessible as well. There's no pull-through sites, they're all back-end sites. You got sites that back up to the tree lines, you got sites that are kind of interior, like over here on the left. So we're just passing 43 now, so if you reference that on a site map. Okay, so let's go check it out. All right, as we do a little walk in here so you guys can get a really good picture of the of the campsites themselves. It's electric and water here only. There's no sewer, but they do have a nice dump station, okay, with facilities, and they also have potable water here if you need that as well, okay. So pretty cool. Nice central area. There's a sitting area, some bench area. They have like a community fire pit out there. Very nice. So it's a extremely well kept. You see the nice asphalt here, but with the asphalt, I want to show you guys a little something. When we're looking at the reviews of the campground, we did see folks complaining about the levelness of the campsites. So I want to show you a little bit of that. Now again, they're nice campsites. Most of them are fairly unlevel. Especially the ones around the edge. The ones in the interior are pretty good, but see the ones on the outer edge all the way around the park kind of dive back to they slope to their outside. Now that is not a federal park thing. They inherited this campground back in the 70s, and they just recently they just re-asphalted this stuff. But the sites are already sloped. There's really not much they could do with it, but there is plans. I was talking to the ranger the other day. Let me turn you around. There is plans coming up. I'm not sure when. She didn't know when, to tear it all up and redo all of it. Now, with that being said, can you level your RV? Yes, you can, and I'll show you ours in a little bit. And it takes a little bit, but you can get them level. So let's just pace off a couple of these sites and let you guys know about lengths and widths and things like that, okay? All right, I just paced off 24. It's right about 12 foot wide by 43 foot deep from about the center of the site on back, okay. And they all vary just a little bit. We'll go pace off a couple others, but when they raised up the asphalt, just so you know, there's a little bit of a lip here. Some are thicker than others, some have more of a little slope right here than others, but you always have a picnic table, fire pit, that sort of thing. And your power is right back here with your water, all in great shape, 50, 30, 110, and then of course there's water and stuff, so they keep it all in really nice shape. All right, we'll walk around just a little bit more. We're going to walk up to 27. We'll pace that one up. That one looks about the same size, but you can see the slope to it, right? So you just got to come prepared to level your coach. And there is a little bit, I won't say drop off, but wherever your steps might be, there's kind of a slope right there. Then your picnic table, that they all seem to have that sort of thing here on the sites that surround the perimeter. Okay. So nothing unmanageable, but you just got to know you need to manage that. And good RVers always have extra stuff with them so they can do that sort of thing, okay? And some have more shade than others. Some have full sun. Some have partial trees. Some have lots of trees. We'll see those in a minute. And we'll see if I can find an empty interior site for you guys to look at. And on my way to an interior site, one thing you really want to know is they want all vehicles parked inside your site, and definitely not on the grass and hanging over the edge. So if your vehicle can't fit, they do have some ancillary parking area for you. So if you got a huge fifth wheel, or a longer fifth wheel, longer Class A, that sort of thing, there is options for you, okay? All right, I did find a nice interior lot to check out. This is number 39. So let me paste that off and we'll give you some information on that. But this actually looks pretty level. It's got a little slight hump, but nothing crazy. This one actually pretty nice. You got your picnic table there, nice little tree right there. So let me get this thing paced off. All right, so 39, being an interior lot, is 11 by 56 long, taken from the center of the center of the line here. So again, knowing that they're fairly narrow lots, your rig can sit on there, just won't have a lot of space side to side, but this one happens to be super long, or long enough to get a nice truck and maybe a larger RV on that site. So pretty cool. And when you register, or when you sign up, when you want to book these sites, they ask you have to tell them all that. They give you all that, so they'll put you on the appropriate site. They're not going to let you put a 40-foot fifth wheel on that site right there, on 42. That'd be kind of silly, right? So nice. You just got to know what you're getting into, like anything else in this world, right? You just got to know but the park itself, beautiful. I would not let the slopiness of the sites deter me. I would just know that I'll have to potentially deal with that when I get there. So I'll show you our site here in a second. Before we head to our site, I just want to show you this little fire pit storytelling area, they call it. So not sure what they do. I think one day a week they do storytelling out here. I'll see if I can confirm or deny that for you guys. Very cool. at the visitor center, obviously, where we just came from. They have walks, ranger walks. Check-in time 2 p.m. Checkout is 11 a.m. and the registration, this is as you enter the campground. You got your Davis Bayou registration, campground registration right there. Very cool. And then the camp host is right there. So everybody you need, you'll be met when you come in here, and they'll guide, let you know where your campground is and introduce you to the campground and everything. So it's pretty cool. And then basically this is just a little office for the rangers. There's a Super C. God love a Super C. So there's the campground host right over here on the left. Met them, they're very nice. And I'm not sure if the campground does this or the campground hosts do it individually, but this is pretty cool. They always put different sayings up. Pretty funny. All right, let's take a look at the bathrooms and shower space. Again, it's an older facility. It's been around since forever. The federal government took it over, but it's just a simple, let me close the door here. They're simple facilities, nothing fancy. Okay, you got the 2 bathroom toilet areas over there, so nothing super fancy, but it's definitely clean and functional. I like it. All right, walk around the back of the building. We have our shower rooms. Again, nothing fancy. You walk right in. It's kind of unusual. It caught me by surprise. You walk right in the room and there's your shower, but they keep it really clean. You got a little rough paint on the floor, but that's just, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not loose or anything. It's just worn away over time. So very clean, very well kept facilities here. Okay. Oh, and they also have the, you know, the handicap accessible and everything. So it's all very nice. All right, got all that out of the way. We're walking back towards where our campsite is, number 19, and we're definitely down in the wooded area, and that's going to bring up another topic. The cell service in the Ocean Springs area, in this part of Ocean Springs, is not the super strongest, so know that going in. So cell service back here is fairly weak, to be quite honest with you, and so we work from home, so we need internet service. It's a little weak, and Starlink back here will not work because of all these trees. Now, there was Starlink set up in the campground. A couple other sites that are way out in the sunny areas, so that'll work, but just know your site may dictate how much internet you have here in Davis Bayou. Okay, so there's our site right there, site 19. And I kind of want to show you a little bit more detail of the site since I can walk on our site. It's long enough to put our 31 foot Class A and our Colorado right on the edge there. Okay, I could pull it up a little bit more, but close enough for government work. You'll see let me walk around the side here. You see the thick asphalt. Again, the Park Service did that not too long ago, and they're going to be, again, refurbing it here in a few years, within the next few years, they said. Anyway, so let me show you. We got a nice slope to the back and a slope to the other side. So I've had to get creative. Now I carry extra wood, okay? Plus I got the blocks for underneath our jacks, okay? I've used them up underneath the jacks, if you can see that, and extra wood underneath the rear tires, and that's to get the rear end of the coach up. So if you know that going in, got lots of blocks and wood back there for the jacks. So if you know that going in, that's not an issue. And you got a nice little slope right there. So very nice campsites, but you just got to be able to adapt to them, right? So, and most RVers carry extra stuff, or at least you should, because you never know. We've been to other campsites like this as well. So and of course our water. So I'm always ready for anything. Okay, this took all my resources, but we do carry it for this reason. So anyway, that's our campsite. That's number 19. As you can see, everything fits on there just nice. I could pull the Colorado up further if I wanted to. And this is, they also put these on. Okay, so anyway, we're down here in the cul-de-sac, I'll say, but lots of trees, limited internet access down here. It works, but it's sketchy, and of course Starlink won't work. Okay, anyway, hope this helps you guys. Let me turn you around. Hope you guys have enjoyed the campground review. It's a little more extensive than normal because it involves the national park, right? The Gulf Island National Seashore. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give me a like, a subscribe, comment down below. We'd really appreciate if you've been here. If you plan on being here, let me know, what you think, that sort of thing. So want you guys to have a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the road at the next one.